What's good, Facebook friends and family? Welcome to G's and Hustlers After Dark. We finally got one of our anticipated guests to join us this evening, but right now we're gonna bring Sid in.
Yo,
What's
what's good?
good, man? I can't call it, bro. I'm frantic, man, to get to this interview, bro.
No, it's all good. We've been trying to do this for like the past couple of weeks or whatever, but now we got on the show. So, without further ado, let's bring in Carmen. Right? What's good? What's good with you, Carmen?
Hey, how are you guys? Good evening. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, she got she came on here. Hey, everyone.
Hey, we really appreciate your patience. And we glad to have you on the show. But what we'll do is like what we always do. We go a little bit back and
Okay.
ask you a few questions like that. Originally, what block are you from?
Block one.
Oh, okay, okay. And you got brothers and sisters, right?
Correct.
How many?
Nine total altogether.
Oh, okay,
Big family.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
you
And
fall?
what
Wait,
school did you go to?
wait, hold on, Al. Hold on, Al. Where do you fall in with the kids? Out of the nine, you in the middle?
I'm gonna be the sixth child.
Sort of the middle. Sort of the middle. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, what school you went to? What grammar school you went to? I know, but for the people who don't know.
Carver Middle.
Oh, okay. And when you was going up to Calvin Middle, let me go back a little bit further, way back. Initially, when you grew up in Block One, were your initial friends were they from Block One, or you would just always have friends throughout the whole hood?
Throughout the hood.
Oh, okay. And how would those relationships develop? How did you meet these people at school, at the children building?
No, at school.
Oh, okay.
Wait, comment. With these this is an interview. This is the interview. You
Right.
gotta from the school. I'm from the Wild Hundred. Da da da. You gotta hit us with something. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared
Okay.
now. You a
Right.
fly girl.
Right. One of the
Well,
original
y'all so
fly
damn
girls.
funny, honey.
Uh, so okay, let's dig into it then. Name a solid. I'm just say three. Solid three of your friends growing up out in the hood at that time.
Oh, you saying way back then? Way back then?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you first came off the porch.
I can't be when I came off the porch, boo. But I'll give you three of them. Was
Okay,
Elonda
okay.
Jefferson, which is Lala,
Mm-hmm.
Kim Reed, who I mess with, and I mess with Marie Wright right now, real tight. So, I mean, other than that, I speak to everybody, but it's
Okay.
life.
So how was it up at Carver Middle?
Oh, it was fine. I had a good time at Cobb Middle. Real good time.
What's up, Jay
Yeah,
Stoney?
me and you.
Jay Stoney's in the building. April in the building. What's good? What's good? Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, me and you was in a couple of classes together, right?
We sure was. Sure was.
On the real. Hey, but go ahead, Sid.
So hey, y'all was in the same class, so you know what that means. Cause we know
What that?
Allen history. So, what you doing in that class? What you
Right.
doing in that class?
Bad too.
Yeah.
Bad too.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
what teacher y'all had at Carver Middle? Who was y'all teacher at the time?
Some goofy man.
Yeah, I think that was I can't remember his name either, but eventually it
Gregorio?
was became it
Mm-mm.
started with it started with a D though. But eventually it became Miss Stewart.
Yeah, it sure did. She
That
was from 127 and Wentworth.
yeah. Uh,
Miss
uh,
Stewart. Mr. Oh, okay, I remember Miss
she
Stewart. Okay.
yeah, she later became the principal up there.
Yep, sure did. Sure did.
The things that you encountered up there at the Carver Middle, I mean, how was it like? You know what I'm saying? Was it um because you I mean, y'all both was in being bad or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So what how was it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, getting in trouble. What was the reason? I mean, just lashing out. What's going on?
Well, basically, yeah. I mean, I wasn't really like no authority figure, so basically, I thought I was grown at a young age, for real though. And I'm just gonna keep it 1 million. But
Right.
I ain't had no
Right.
baby until I was 21. So
Had to put that out there.
Hey Reno, hey. Reno say
right.
what's up. He just checked in.
Hello.
He's
He from Block
yeah,
One
Reno
too.
sent yeah, he's saying a mad shout out to Block One.
That's right.
Man, skip block one. No, um, I ask these questions because, like I said, y'all are not much older than me, but y'all older than me, and I used to watch y'all, growing up from afar, you know what I'm saying, just watching y'all, having good times, and I was like, I always wanted to be involved in it because it's like y'all was having so much fun. And what was the most fun you had out there, hanging out there in the gardens?
Well, I had a lot of fun playing kick, bam, slam, all that, taking barbecue ribs off of people grill and all that.
Oh,
Those was the good old days, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
yeah. I mean,
But
because
Carmen, let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
when you did graduate, what school did you go to?
Washington.
High school. Oh yeah, you went to Washington. Because I
Washington.
had went. Yeah, I had went to Julian.
you
So
didn't go
Okay,
to
how was it?
okay.
well, you didn't go to
Huh?
Cobb. Why you didn't go to Cobb?
I had to go where they had a behavior program at, so I couldn't go to Cobb. I was in Cobb for two
Okay.
weeks, and I ain't supposed to been there because my records wasn't there, but I was in there.
Yeah, that was the same. Hey, matter of fact, it was 1987 when the school had a strike, and I went to Carver because I was on the football team. We used to practice in Carver Park. But
Mm-hmm.
once the school strike broke, I went up there for about 2 days. They like, no, man, you ain't supposed to be up here.
Mm-hmm.
Gave y'all
You know
enough.
what I'm saying?
That strike gave them
Right,
enough time to
right,
look up. That strike gave them enough time to look up y'all records.
Right. And I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? They had all the other, you know what I'm saying,
right,
marks
right.
up there.
That's right. But see, I guess we was too much, so we couldn't go there.
Yeah, fuck them. No,
Yo,
I ain't gonna say that because they got Carver got a couple of events coming up, and I'm gonna participate. But I'm a
yo,
Julian type cat, man.
Okay, okay.
get that bum ass school out of here.
Man, bro, hey, we was running over every school in football,
Uh,
every school, and I was on their team. But
let's go.
this ain't about me though, Carmen. Carmen,
Yeah,
tell us about those summers growing up in the hood,
like
being
what
around
summer
like
you
y'all.
feeling like young or older?
Yeah, young. We right now we gonna stay in the teenage years. You know what I'm saying? When y'all, matter of fact, what made you become a fly girl?
Hanging around the people I was around,
Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
Hold
which
on.
was my girl, so I joined in too. Never could
Mm,
go skating because I always was on punishment.
yeah.
What are Fly Girls? Why the name Fly Girls?
Mm.
Who came up with that?
I can't even remember.
Well, I know the song that came out at the time or whatever, so I guess it was a catchy thing going on at the
Yeah,
time.
probably was the hottest chicks out there at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
because I
I ain't
remember
gonna lie. Look,
that's the
hey,
only. You know what?
y'all was fly.
You know what? That's the only. The Fly Girls was the only club that I remember as far as the females though. What was other girl female clubs out there?
Oh, it was the little girls. They was posse up. Then you had Phase One and
Okay.
um Sci-Fi Slims, and you know what I'm saying. And I don't know,
Okay.
most MVP players. You know what I'm saying. There was a lot of girl things out there, but I guess ours was so out there and popular.
Yeah,
Right.
it had to be because, like I said, I don't remember now because I had a girl on here named Marie who had the book out. She mentioned about the phase one. I think phase one. You said
Phase One, yeah.
them. Now I heard like two. Like I said, the other female group. No disrespect, but I never heard anything about them. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
the
okay.
Fly Girls was the one that they play that music. I mean, I hear the music. Y'all walk the block. I hear that. I'm like, damn, look at these chicks.
Yeah. And you know something, Carmen?
Uh
Y'all,
huh.
y'all, y'all fucking club created so much chaos out there because all the fights was over y'all.
Yeah, basically. Even
I
when
mean,
the people came out there from 63rd, remember? Wasn't nobody on our side, really, like no niggas.
right,
Like for real. Everybody like turned against us for some brand new people.
right.
They
But
turned on
yeah,
y'all.
y'all was definitely dope females, in our age range. But tell me some of the sets. Did you used to go to the sets when you wasn't on punishment?
Yeah, I go to the parties.
Was you
I
gang
mean,
banging
but
then?
yeah, the gang bangers, and then y'all was into it with choosy lovers, and it just used to be too much going on.
Yeah,
Just try to
well,
stay
it
out the
was.
way, baby.
Yeah. Uh, so, how was your experience up at Washington, though?
It was pretty cool. It was all right. I went for a while, and I would stop, and then I went to Job Corps.
Oh, wow, you did?
Hmm.
Damn. You
But
see
they
what
did
they're
like,
doing right now with Job Corps, right?
Yeah, yeah. See, I went to
Tell
Job Corps in Cleveland, Ohio.
mm,
Okay, how was that experience?
It was lovely. I loved it.
Oh,
It was very nice, But while I was there, I lost my father, so I came home.
okay. Okay, well, matter of fact, let's stay right there. How close a knit that you and your family was? Because obviously y'all had a big family, and your
Oh,
father, your
we
father was in
real,
the home
real
too,
close,
right?
baby. Close, close, close. Yes, yes,
Uh,
sir.
uh. So
Yeah.
name your brothers and sisters.
It's three under me, which is Daryl Wright,
yeah,
Jermaine
Hmm.
Wright, Seneca Wright,
Hmm.
and my oldest one is Lionel Wright, Veronica
Hmm.
Wright, Dwayne Wright, Derek Wright,
Hmm.
Teresa Wright.
Hmm.
Do y'all know any
So
of them?
know
Daryl's my
all of them.
guy.
Know all of them, but I have to say, rest in peace to both of your brothers, Tuna and Bird. Them was the big homies. You know what I'm saying? Like them
Right.
was some of the original guys. You know what I'm saying, that I looked up to, and they were definitely some solid brothers, man. Some real conservative.
Softball legend.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
and that's who.
Yeah. But Daryl, that's my guy. I had when I hit you up or whatever, try to get you on the show. I'm like, man, tell Daryl I said what's up. And when you tell most people say, tell such I say hi, and they don't when they sit in person, they don't say that
Uh,
shit. Karma
yeah.
actually did tell them. They called me that same about 30 minutes
So
later.
did. So did.
Uh,
That's what's up. That's Daryl's my guy. And your sister, she a loyal
Participant.
huh?
She a loyal participant with you.
Yeah, yeah. I had to drop her.
yeah,
I had sent her a shirt. You know what I'm saying, for being a loyal. She's loyal to
yeah,
the show. You know.
Right, right.
yeah. Matter of fact, hopefully, because we're gonna do a round table discussion with females, with the sisters.
Okay.
Hopefully, we would like for her to be on the show as well. Because I'm quite sure. Did she check in yet?
Nah, nah. I
Okay.
haven't seen it yet. Hustler
But
said,
we'll
Hustler
send
said,
that
yeah,
invite.
Jermaine shot. She ain't coming on.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
That's just me
She
talking.
might. She might though. She might say she ain't like that no more, baby.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay. I look. You know what? We definitely got to have Daryl on here.
uh, uh, I mean, those the little homies, man. Him, John,
Yeah,
Spank little brother Boo, they, burning out of seven. They had a nice little clique growing up, bro. We used to watch
yeah,
them little motherfuckers, and they was hustlers too, selling candy, bro. They was getting a little bread before we was even thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
You okay? Not to cut you off, but like how you said, young. You know, me and Daryl like 9 months apart, boo.
yeah, but there was, they had their own little clique. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
And not to say he was a shorty, but the clique, matter of fact, they had a decent clique, bro. They had a decent
Yeah,
little clique.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
definitely the comedian, the wannabe
R-
comedian girl.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I mean, with the siblings, I mean, about you say it was nine of you, nine siblings.
Mhm.
How was it growing up with a large family? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all didn't have no problem because it was like it was nine of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, we had fun though. We had fun. That's why we. That's all we do is case two said.
Right. Uh, and I
oh
appreciate that. I didn't, hey, Carmen, I really didn't appreciate that. You and Lala, when I first got to Cobb, because we was all
Mhm.
in one class and shit. And y'all gave me a little nickname and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was new
Oh,
to the.
pig in the skillet. Could you kill it? Man, I know you wasn't mad about that.
Initially, I was though. Initially, I was. 'Cause I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers trying to shit on me in class in front of everybody.
Boy,
I'm like, god
you
damn.
know we wasn't nothing but some cases.
Yeah, but I ain't like casing
The
like that,
whole
man.
seventh grade class, Mr. Glass.
Yeah, we
Oh,
was in
you
Mr.
already
Glass class.
know.
Matter of fact, Mook, man, may he rest in peace. He was in our
Yes.
class.
Yep.
Bird was in our class. Man, it was a lot of
NIC.
motherfuckers. Yeah,
NIC.
NIC was our. Yeah,
oh, wow.
Brian Jones.
yep.
Man, there was so many of them. I'm telling you, I go, man. Kojak, Pamela Kusai, rest in peace. She lost her dad this morning.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Sorry
Sorry to hear
about
that.
that.
Shout out. Prayers. Prayers,
Yeah,
definitely.
we had fun up at Carbon Middle on the real though. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, me and you, Carmen, like we used to can leave early, so we don't have to walk out with the class. Remember, hey, they let us out the other door. Man, we bullying teachers. Man, look, you gotta let me up out this motherfucker at 2:15.
And them
You ain't
kids, they
never but
used
a
to catch
hey,
the bus out there. Remember that?
yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, it was rough in that class though too. Like I said it in the previous show we had.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got into that type of the bad boy class,
Mm-hmm.
I I you already know I ain't never do work ever. It was over. I swear to God, I'm keeping it real.
I hear you.
I
I hear you.
but how was your experience in that class though?
It was cool because, if I messed up, my daddy was going to F me up. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had to do it because it wasn't
yeah.
no joke.
That's
He wasn't playing.
some comment on some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be thinking like, damn, when we out of school, she wild as hell, but when we in the motherfucking class, she acting like a straight up nizzard. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to get your attention in the class. You talking about,
Uh,
God damn, what
shit,
the
I
fuck?
want them calling my daddy, baby.
Yeah, yeah, definitely
It was
that.
embarrassing.
Al, she was like she was when she first came on the show. Hi everybody.
Right.
Yeah, hello.
and her and the teacher, they was jam tight, bro.
That's what's up.
But hey, Carmen, let's go to the '90s because I wasn't around during that time. And obvious, you say you had dropped out of school and went to Job Corps. When did you come back to the guard?
I did probably like a year in Cleveland, so I came back probably 88, 89.
Mhm.
For
That's
people
when
that
it
don't,
started popping out there.
Yeah.
for people that don't know, Al, I mean, some people that know, but what was Job Corps about? What was it all about?
Going to school every day, trying to get that certificate and get up out of there.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
So it ain't no joke like you just going there and playing the game because it's you play the game, you going back home.
Right.
so it was like
I
boot
mean,
camp.
it ain't like no jail or nothing. It ain't nothing bad. You know, it's just if you want to get your GED, you got
Mhm.
to get up and go to school every day. That's a
Oh,
must.
was so like a boot camp, or like boot camp, or school, or just school all day, pretty much. Not all day, but
No, you go to school from like, get up at 7 in the morning. So you go to your classes, you're going to be done by like 1, 2 o'clock. So after that, you free.
okay.
Go outside, do what you want to do. Come back in at 11, 11:30.
Was it co-ed?
Yep, boys and girls. Yep.
Mhm.
I heard a lot of because at the time I know a lot of people was going there. You would hear a lot of people from the hood that was going there at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was wondering what it was really all about.
Okay. Yep. To go get your GED or take you a trade. Yep.
Okay, okay, well,
So when you got back to the hood in '89, and at that time a lot of stuff was going on at that time in the hood,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
huh.
You
So
right.
how
Yeah.
was how was that shock? I know you was on the phone all the time with your peeps, but when you got back to the hood and all that, you know what I'm saying, chaos and and the new thing called getting money, you know what I'm saying, as far as crack and shit. How was that experience walking back
Well,
into that type of atmosphere?
you know what though? Cause I think they was getting the money before I left here though.
Oh yeah, what year did you live? '88.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you already knew what it was then.
Right, right, right.
Oh, okay.
It was just a wild life, baby, you know.
Yeah. I used to hear about it. I wasn't out there then.
I mean, I didn't like once I got pregnant or whatever with my first child, me and my baby was stayed in Palatine, and she was 7 months. But my first apartment was in Arlington Heights. From Arlington Heights, I moved to Prospect Heights. From Prospect
Okay.
Heights, I moved to Palatine, and from Palatine, I moved to Michigan, and from Michigan, I moved to Texas, and from Texas, I
Okay.
moved back to Michigan.
Damn.
From Michigan, I moved to Indiana.
So you was just traveling, huh?
Well, Carmen get
So,
around like Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
A no limit soldier, baby, a gypsy.
right. Right.
uh,
Exactly.
so, I mean, how was that experience? Because I mean, moving from place to place with your daughter and stuff. I mean, and because
Well,
how
it
was
was
your
pretty cool because I ain't moving till I really had like my second daughter. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
I had my first baby in '92 and my second baby in '94.
okay.
So, Carmen, let me ask you this question then.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the answer, but tell me your experiences when we used to go to Screaming Will.
Boy, we were hot as a goose. Fun. I mean, so thirsty to
Yeah.
get out there.
Yeah.
Trying to get your best fit on. Hurry up out
Yeah.
there. So thirsty for the door to open to the disco.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying that on the show, and they didn't understand that soon you get in Screaming Will, the Twilight Zone then used to be open. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? You had to
sir.
wait around and
Yep.
motherfuckers was skating and shit. You go watch
Yep.
TV, niggas shoot pool. Yeah, but you right. The anticipation when that door open
Mm-hmm.
and the motherfucking lights get the flash and you hear that music. I know a few times it was Farley was up there a few times. And motherfuckers don't know. house music was gang banging music before it was gangster music out there. That
Mhm.
used to be gang banging music. Now you could get your little pump on and jacket girl, but
Right.
all the motherfucking members, I ain't gonna say gang banging, but all the members and representatives of whatever organization you was at, that's the motherfucking atmosphere, and that's where we was at in a house party.
Yep.
It
Yep.
wasn't no fucking hip hop parties and none of that shit.
Sure
But
wasn't.
yeah, Screaming Wills was dope.
What
Yes, it
Reno?
was, baby.
Reno got a question. He said, being from the G, how did that help you when you was moving everywhere else? How did that help you?
Oh, I stayed cool. It ain't bothered me. It ain't had no effect on me.
No,
I
you know
went
what
to
he
the
probably
suburbs because I want to be in the suburbs. That's where I want to
no, you
raise
know what
my
he
kids
probably
at.
asking. You know what he probably asked because I thought about it too. He asking like all the life lessons you knew and grew up with in the gardens. How was that helpful to you being in all these different areas?
Oh,
You know
that
what I'm
just
saying?
kept
The
me,
knowledge you
yo,
had.
far as from being from the gardens and you saying living everywhere,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took
yeah.
that experience with me. I had
That's
to
what
be
he asked.
hood. I had to be hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in the suburbs. I don't know nobody out there. It's just me and my
Right.
baby.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question,
That's what
Reno.
he asking too.
Good question, Reno.
Matter of fact, if I'm wrong, Reno, you know what I'm saying? Correct me.
Yeah, he did. He says right.
Okay.
Hey, babe, throw a square.
So Carmen, let's see this here. Where we at with the time?
Are we good?
Okay. Yeah, Carmen. So how many? Well, I ain't gonna say that. But go ahead,
What
said.
you want
Cause
to know?
no, I'm gonna let Sid ask a question before I ask that question.
No, I mean after the movement, basically after the moving around. I mean, what made you settle where you at right now? I mean, was that the last? Was that the last? This is it. This show forever.
Yeah, this is my forever right here. You know, far as you said, made me settle here.
Uh huh.
Well, I was in Michigan. I don't know, y'all might know or you don't know, but I lost my baby in 2013 in May, and I lost my husband the same year in September.
Mm,
And I was in Michigan. Then I moved here, Indiana. I've been here since 21. I bought my house in 21.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You said you in Indiana now, or you said you in where?
I'm in Indiana now.
Okay. Okay. So you had two. You have two kids, correct?
Yep, only two girls. Yep,
Okay.
and I share grandkids with Marlon Dixon.
How
Well,
did
that's
that work out? I mean, explain that.
how did that work out? He said.
Right. He said, "How did that work out, boy? You so funny."
So you don't want to explain how the setup is?
What you mean? My daughter got kids by his son.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's what we asked.
Oh, you didn't know
I didn't know.
that?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
okay. Yep, I have a
I did.
grandson and a granddaughter. My granddaughter is
Okay.
the oldest, and my grandson is the youngest, and they honor roll students.
Okay.
Was that from your the daughter that passed away?
Now that's for my big daughter. My little baby didn't have no babies.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
mean,
Rest in peace to your daughter.
Thank you.
yeah,
No
because
doubt.
I'm just thinking of that. I mean, I know. I mean, we're not gonna get into. I don't want to get into that because that's kind of like deep or whatever. We want to do that. We want to just have a little fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, okay.
So let me ask you this, Carmen. Is you
Mm-hmm.
coming to the is you coming to the Block 6 picnic this
Yeah.
year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, and what about Carver behind the school?
I'm there. You know Crucial Conflict Farley gonna be there, boo.
Oh hell yeah, everybody gonna be there. That's gonna be ridiculously dope.
That's what I
Look,
said though. Sure live.
yeah, I'm trying my best to make it there. Hopefully
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Hopefully I can make it to block 6. But yeah, we working on it. Well, I'm working on it. But said definitely, you definitely gonna be there, right, bro?
Yeah. I
Okay.
gotta come and
Okay.
represent. Come and
Okay.
represent.
Okay.
That was a good plug, Carmen. You plugged it. That was a good plug.
Uh,
Okay.
we def. So so Carmen, what you got going on right now?
Right now, I'm like, I'm all right, one day at a time. I
Yeah,
got some
yeah.
physical elements. I'm dealing with them, but other than
Mhm.
that, I'm all right. Just sitting back waiting on my money.
Yeah,
That's all, baby.
yeah. You know some. For full disclosure, I ain't no sympathy type motherfucker, but I'm going through a few little things right now. I'm working through them. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Okay.
you know, eventually, said probably will. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known exactly what's going on. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay.
In the near
Okay.
future, but the strength in which where we come from, what we've
Mhm.
been through. You see what I'm saying? It's a
Mhm.
fight every day. You know what I
Yes, sir.
mean?
Yep.
But the fight be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? For me, it'd be a good fight. I be looking
Right.
forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Right.
no motion is death.
I'm
You see what
telling
I'm
you.
saying? So
I'm telling you.
I can appreciate you. You know, with the keep on. You know what I'm saying? Going on. You know what I'm saying? That's some
Uh-huh.
real shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
motherfuckers are fold. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
we salute you. I speak for me, but I'm quite sure said feel the same. Like we salute you. That's why we wanted you on the show because you got a
Okay.
good story and you
Okay.
authentic. You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I
You
got to
authentic. You
be.
ain't.
Only the strong gonna survive, though, baby.
That's right.
Only
Well,
the
talk to
strong
me
gonna
about that then.
survive.
Talk to me about that then, so
For
you can
real. I
school
mean, you got
somebody
to
else.
be strong. See, the weak gonna fold. So if I was weak, I would have folded back then. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't
Yeah,
be on here talking to y'all. I'd be so highly medicated. But I ain't
yeah,
on that. I ain't on that.
exactly,
Not no
exactly, exactly.
medicine. Period.
And that's the
Yeah,
salute. I mean, I definitely salute you for losing your husband and your daughter. So you got to be strong. And
Yeah.
like I said, that's that garden strong right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
that's that mentality. Got to keep on keeping on.
Because
Yeah.
and you say you from 17. I can see the strength in you because you was from 17.
He flipped it
Hmm.
on you.
Yeah,
He took you
yeah.
out of
I
one and took you to 17.
I
yeah.
know,
That's
cause
that's
he's
what that's where
silly.
all the strength come from.
That's all the strength come from.
Yeah, that strength that cane come from out of block 17 and block 3.
Ah, he's so silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking
Reno
shit.
Reno got love you, Carmen, with a heart. You know what I'm saying? Reno, what you
Okay.
trying to do over here?
Yeah, Reno, hey, that's that block 1 shit, bro. Like
It sure is.
I
We
give
grew
it to
up,
them.
his
They got a
grandma was
little
on
ass
my back.
block.
That's what I be telling a lot of people. It's like slowed into everything. They're slow. His grandma was at my back door. Teeny girls think I'm on all of them. Every last one
Yeah,
of them. Baynard, Tamika, I get the name and all of them and they mamas.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's up.
I
Booty
ain't gonna
was
lie.
down my
Matter of
back
fact,
too.
yeah, that's what I was
That's
finna
right.
say. Booty was on y'all back.
Sure was.
It's like everybody started off. I mean, I ain't say everybody, but it's like the people that we had on the show. Most of them is like in that area, like 3 and 1 and 2.
Okay. Okay.
For some reason, is that because those are the first blocks or whatever that was going on, or what what was the deal with that?
And Carmen, when you was growing up, how did y'all? Because it used to be confusing when we was little.
Okay.
How did y'all come up with fucking block 2 right here, and then block your row right here, Terrell grandmama now, y'all row right here. I used to be like, damn, how the fuck they split the block? How is 1 and 2?
But see, Terrell and them grandma and them, we was on Terrell and them grandma and them road.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yep.
So and
And
right
then
across
right
from
out our
y'all,
front door was block two.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, how y'all that shit used to confuse the motherfucker when you little little. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
Because
right.
uh,
That's how it was the other day when I was out there for the Juneteenth little stuff. Some little girl was saying like, and I'm like, well, what block you from? Because she got to saying like, I used to beat people up out here coming to school. I said, how old is you, boo? Mm.
right.
She say, I'm 27. I said, oh, okay. I said, baby, you
Oh,
younger
okay,
than
yeah.
my daughters.
Right, right, right,
Because
right.
who was you
Right,
beating
right,
up?
right. Hey, cause I ain't gonna lie, and we can go back a little bit further. Look, you know, and I know. Now,
Mm,
it's a generation before us, cause I don't want to be
right?
trying to make like our generation was the hardest or whatever. The hardest generation to me is the generation before us, and especially y'all was hard for the female, but you had Latina,
Oh
you had the
yeah,
Davis
okay,
girls,
yeah.
you
But you
had
know,
the Parker.
they was real live gangsters, so yeah, you right.
Yeah,
Yep, they was
so
the GD
so
girls, so you right. You right,
yeah,
boo.
and
But
then
see,
you
then you
had
had June and Nuki them.
that's that's what I was finna say. You had
Yeah,
June, so you had a right before us that so they influenced y'all obvious and the guys from that influenced us.
Lord, yeah, yeah,
But to talk about our group, the 70, 71, 72 babies
yeah,
that grew
yeah,
up there, because we literally grew up from Head Start, kindergarten, every
yeah,
class is
yeah,
like we grew up for
yeah,
9 years together. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? In them streets, and there
That's
was some
right.
hell of a motherfucking fights that I didn't see. That
In the
female,
G.
y'all cliques used to have real humbugs, like literally, like like motherfucker used to be looking like. And if one of y'all was our girlfriend, motherfucker, like, boy, look, hey,
They helping.
if
Y'all was
yeah,
helping.
if old girl beat my girl up, bro, I'm beating your ass if that's your sister or whatever. It was
Right.
like rough like that because you had to be rough. You know, nigga, everybody don't win air fight.
Mm-mm,
But
mm-mm.
if you was out there, you was gonna fight anyway. Fuck it. You give me
Right.
this
You
day,
win
okay,
some, you
fuck it, I
lose
get you.
some. You get beat up, oh well, you get beat up.
So how was that experience for you
With what?
with the humbug and the fighting?
It
Cause
was
I didn't see
alright.
y'all get down.
It was okay. I mean, yeah, I got bit in my damn eye. You do know that, don't you? But yeah,
Yeah, definitely, of
I ain't
course.
fold.
Nah, but
A girls fight. Wow.
yeah,
Got bit in your eye.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
What's
man,
up,
it was.
Australia? What's up, Rich?
I said it was females getting stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was like rough, bro. Like for everybody, like not, you know what I'm saying, like murder shit, at this particular time.
Right,
But it
right.
was it was humbugging, like motherfucker was fighting. It'll be like everybody peaceful, we be at a set, but at the end of the set is going up.
Yep. Sure Liz, it was going down, wasn't it?
Hell yeah. You can't even walk your girlfriend home. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta be unless the whole clique gonna walk you and your girlfriend home. Like we on security and shit, bro. It was
Walk
it
into
was
the
wild,
corner.
bro.
You walk up fast to the
Yeah.
corner.
And then that's when it's gonna be on, bro. Like, cause motherfuckers setting up ambushes.
Sure Liz.
It
Sure
was
Liz.
crazy,
Oh, I'm
bro.
about to get them.
Yeah.
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 But go ahead, Seth.
No, I'm just looking at Azalea came in, and like I said, Richard Alley came in. What's up, Rich? What's up, Azalea? Another them two, another loyal watchers or
Did you
whatever. You
um
know.
did you get the information to send Isaiah a shirt?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say, a matter of
'Cause-
fact, I gotta send your brother one, Carmen, and I gotta send you one too. But I probably see you and give you yours when we, at the event because
Okay,
that
okay.
shipping and handling shit, I ain't about to be paying all that shit.
I
right,
understand.
right,
I
right.
understand. I understand.
And guess what, y'all? we got awards that we giving out this year,
Okay.
and what we'll do is we got two persons that we're gonna give awards to. We ain't gonna announce it tonight, but these brothers, you know what I'm saying, been lifetime all Gale Garden people that really was out there for the youth, whether it was successful for all of us, but these brothers helped, you know what I'm saying, a lot of brothers, man, escape that bullshit that was going on, man. So we giving them a award, and this gonna be up at, at the Carver reunion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
look forward to that, you know what I mean? So and we
That's
giving out t-shirts too.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
a pack. It's gonna be a full pack night that July 19th. There's a lot going on. Like I said, like you said earlier, Farley, Crucial Conflict, and you actually got Big Nasty performing. It's a few people that's from the Guns that's gonna be performing that day. So this is gonna be
Okay.
one of the shows. I mean, one of the shows, but one of the picnics that's actually, I don't think it has been done like this before. You know what I'm saying? So shout out
Yeah,
to the Chicago alumni for putting that together.
yeah, definitely, man.
That's what's up.
And if
Could I ask y'all a question? Do y'all have a lot of viewers since I'm on here?
yep, we've
Yeah,
been telling you that they've been in the chat. That's why I asked you early. So if you can't see it, but later when we get off, you'll see all the chats.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
Carmen, listen, that's why we was pushing this show. Not only do you got a good story to tell, but a lot of people want to tune in to see what you got to say, your vibe. You know what I'm saying? I vibe
Right.
with you. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Right.
it's no doubt gonna be a great show. You know what I'm saying? Because
All
it
right.
ain't the fake shit. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't want to overtalk it, but we haven't had one fake show.
Okay. Okay.
So it wasn't no motherfucker on here fronting, faking, pretending. You know what I mean? Because
Okay. Okay.
what we want you to do is be you. Tell
Right.
your story. You see
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying? Like my story and your story, we was in the same class, right?
Right.
You was a certain type of, this
Mhm.
organization, whatever, and I was over here. But even though we grew up together, your story ain't the same as my story. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why we want everybody to come on. The shit I talk about, how I grew up, it might conflict with other people's opinion, but that's, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. At the end of the day,
everybody got a story to
it's your
tell.
story. At the end of the day, it's your story. I mean, and then growing up in the
Exactly.
hood or whatever, you know. So I mean, who go say it happened like that? That's how you saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right. Right.
but
Okay. Okay.
I mean, the reason we did this is to pay homage to the people that we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, everybody got a story and stuff like that. And if
Right.
you if you was if you got invited to the show, you meant something to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got a lot of people that we want to bring on the show, and some people are not camera friendly, want to be on camera, well, and we understand that. But
Okay.
Right.
also, if you don't want to be shown, you can also call in and we could talk about it over the phone. You know what I'm saying? We could talk
Hmm.
about it. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it
Right.
ain't like that we
Okay.
trying to expose nobody because we ain't about that. We ain't about to braggadocio
Nah.
about the gang bangers. I'm like, yeah, I used to fuck blah 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 up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah,
Nah.
we
Okay.
don't want that.
Mm-mm.
We don't want that energy. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Right.
we wanted to,
But what we can't.
once I saw you tagged in, Carmen, like about it was about 4 weeks ago. I like gotta have on here. I gotta have
Yeah.
on here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you know something though said, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you comment on that comment. But I want to just say we not bragging on game banging and shit like that. We ain't emphasizing that. But that's some shit that a lot of us went through. You see what I'm saying? And the way we represent it is that it's not, like you said, it's not a positive. It's not a, I did this. No, it's what I went through. And a lot of that shit cost a lot of us
Hmm.
on whatever
Mhm.
side you was on. You know what I'm saying? It cost people.
Right.
Sometimes it cost
Right.
people their life. Sometimes it cost people going to prison. Sometimes it was female They had babies by guys, you know what I'm saying? They got killed, or babies by guys that went to the penitentiary for a long time. So
Yeah.
we ain't glorifying the gangbanging shit, but that's a part of our history. That's some shit that a lot of us been through.
Yeah.
So how you feel about that though, Con? Along with what Sid was saying.
I'm cool with it. I mean, I wasn't no game banger, so I mean, we went
Yeah.
through it. We went through it. But as far as like, I ain't experienced no bad times or none of that growing up in the gardens.
Oh, okay.
The
That's what's
shooting
up.
or none of that, you know, none of that. It didn't bother
Yeah.
me.
And that's a
Yeah.
good thing. And that's a good thing. And that's why I said, I mean, everybody when people talk about the gun, oh, the gun, the gun, the gun. I mean, you had some I mean, it was an instance that happened out there, but it wasn't all NWA out there. It was some Tribe Called Quest
Mm-mm.
guys out there, you know what I'm saying? Some good guys or
Yeah.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
people, it wasn't all just straight about kicking ass or shooting somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? We have fun in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
right.
Yeah.
and that's what we
Yeah.
try and that's what we try to let people know that it was fun growing up where we
Yeah,
from, you know.
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You goddamn right, bro.
I'm telling you.
Let's see.
And growing up in them like 85, when most of us, was like really, really weaving through the Garden Children building, shit like that, hanging up
hmm
at the B building, C building, with your little girlfriend kissing and shit by the little columns and shit,
Right,
sneaking
right.
off. You right, bro. Like to me, and I don't want to say this wrong, but to me, I had more fun growing up in the garden than I had, bad time. You see what I'm saying? No matter what was going on in my crib
Hmm.
or family or whatever, I can come outside and get with my homies. You know what I'm saying? And
Have a
forget
ball.
all that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's how I live. So yeah, I had most of my shit was great out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I can't complain.
But I'm not gonna let you go, Carmen, without saying this. Carmen was my first big girl kiss.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, I like her.
Oh my God! What would Pee Wee and Jennifer say?
Mhm.
No, I mean, like
Look,
I said, you cool
Jennifer
people.
and Jonathan Hart.
She remember all that.
I told
Uh,
you. I told you, baby. They daddy used to drive the bus.
Yeah, yeah,
look.
you know it.
Hey,
You
matter
know
of fact, let me send a shout out to BB just got in there. So
it. Hey, what's
man,
up, B?
shout out to BB. And
And she
then
said, what's up, B? Carmen.
Hey,
I but hey,
Beatrice.
but look, she didn't hear when we was talking about when they gave me the name Skillet, right?
Right.
And if y'all don't know, skillet mean because I got my head is flat in the back, and they like motherfucker hit you with a skillet.
We
Hey,
used to be like,
but
kill it. Pig in the skillet. Could you kill it?
hey, but look, the home girl, BB just what I'm saying, chimed in like, "What's up, Bubbles?" So we all had
She know that's my baby.
Yeah,
She
right.
gonna always call me that.
Yeah, we all had little names for each other and shit. So
Def-
it is what it
definitely want
is.
to have BB on as well. Definitely want to have BB on the
Yeah, matter
show.
of fact, BB, we got to get you on the show, and I know you got a mad story to tell as well.
Carmen, I mean, here's the question I got to ask you. I mean, when I approached you to come on the show, what made you say yes?
I just said, I mean, I wasn't gonna say no to you.
I appreciate
You
that.
asked me to come on, and I asked you what I got to do. You said, be yourself, and I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a try.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. And
Cause
I
I
got
can spaz out at times, but I ain't gonna do all of that.
right.
yeah. And what and I gotta say this to both of y'all. Y'all like 3 years older than me, and to actually y'all still here, man. And man, I mean, it's an honor to be in y'all presence. Like I said, I grew up grew up watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? Fred used to
Right.
come tell me. Fred used to come home and tell me hella stories and stuff like that. So I feel I know y'all like I was part of the clique. You know what I mean? So I knew a
Yeah,
lot of
you
Right.
what was
def.
going on or whatever. So to be in y'all presence, like I said, I feel right now because Fred is not like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the role of
Right.
Fred right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right. True
and
that. True
and,
that.
and like I said, I know the stories he told, and like I said, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for just let me see something different as I was growing up. Like, man, I want to do that, and I want to do that, or they having fun. I want to have fun like them when I get older. You know, so that's what's up.
Right. And it was some girlfriend boyfriend shit going on back then, bro. Like,
With
like
With who?
with a lot of people, like that's the basis growing up in the garden. The basis of growing up in the garden, you gonna have you a girlfriend, maybe one or two, and the female she gonna have her
Okay, because I
boyfriend,
not to
one or
cut you
two.
off, but before BB said, I know she gonna say, and car bubbles with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
That's what she gonna say.
I'm telling you, boo.
Okay. I mean, we all like I say, we all was growing up out there, and everybody had a what you just said, a boo or a
Yeah.
girlfriend, boyfriend. Like that's the basis of all Gale God. Like that's like when you come off the porch, you gonna find you a girlfriend or you gonna find your boyfriend. Whether it lasts or whatever, that's your, if even if it's some kissy shit or some grinding shit or some hickeys and shit, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But that's the basis of growing up in the garden, bro. You gotta have a girlfriend, bro. Like it just that
And
simple.
and that's why I mean, growing up, and that's why most of us didn't want to leave the hood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't going. I didn't. Me personally, I didn't care about going outside because everything that I needed was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Friends,
Right,
family, girlfriend, or
right,
whatever. Everything was there. Now, if I go
yeah,
out and venture off and go to the movies, yeah, I go out to the movies or whatever. But I'm coming right back in the hood, and I'm about to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't wait to get back to the
right.
hood.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't for our clique. Once we once we once we hit the taste of Chicago in about 86,
Mhm.
85, bro, like we was like, fuck that, because we started meeting girls. Because you in the middle of the city. Everybody and their mama coming to taste of Chicago back then.
Yeah.
So we used to go to get numbers. So once we started doing that, bro, we was like on the west side, we went on the lower end, but on in the 50s, over east. We was fucking in the suburbs. We was on 95th. Like we had a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie. We be in the guards until about 8 o'clock. Then we sneaking on the bus. We getting the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
I
you
ain't gonna
you
lie.
you you brought this up, Carmen. What was the dating experience out there in the garden? Let's go now. Let's go here. This after dark now. Let's go here now. What
Okay.
was the dating
Yeah.
experience out there in the gardens?
The dating experience. With what? With who?
I don't know. You tell us. It's your
Okay.
story to tell.
Both of my baby daddies from there. One good, one bad. So I ain't gonna talk about
Mhm.
the bad one. I'm gonna talk about the good one, which
That's
is
what's up.
Jackie.
Right. Right.
That's what's up. I mean, no. I mean, was I mean, I mean the because like Al said, I mean, you go either or. You know, how was the experience? Was it hard to maintain a relationship? I mean, because we all still young or whatever. But I don't even.
No, I mean I was cool with mine. Once I was with him, I got with him like when I was like 17, maybe
Okay.
16, 17. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I just got. I
but
mean,
we
these
was
are questions
alright.
because I'm kind of curious about like because I knew with my brother and I kind of took trace of him when he was in a relationship. His relationship be long as shit. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but and
Right.
I took that from him and like, damn, that's cool. That's cool. But
Right.
then I mean,
Yeah.
then when it goes south, I'm like, damn, like what's next? You know what I'm saying? But he bounce back. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
got that
Exactly.
from
Right.
him. You know what I mean? So, and
Yeah.
like I said, the
Uh,
experience that y'all go through, I'm watching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
to know
Okay.
what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a
Right.
lot from
right.
y'all.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yep.
But I had a good one. I ain't had no bad one.
That's what's up.
Okay. That's what's up. But growing up out there, well, let me ask you this: before Yak, right? Because you said that's probably about what 80. What that about 88,
Yep.
89?
88, 9. Yep. When I came home.
Okay, because we all from the hood, so we all know what it is. Growing up out there, especially about 85, 86, everybody had their little girlfriend, right? Before all the pregnancies and all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? You might have your girlfriend from Monday to Friday because another nigga gonna take her at Screaming Wheels, or she gonna cheat, or you go cheat. So we was having relationships for like a week, and then you get back probably in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But in between them 2 weeks, it's some game banging shit going on. Cause like I said, a lot of the fights was over girls. It wasn't about
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you this, we that.
Yeah.
Niggas get that
Yeah.
shit conflated. No, it wasn't about that. It was about like, you went to school Monday morning and you was like, your girl like, it's quiz.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Breaking it,
saying? And you wonder
breaking
like,
hearts,
what the
man.
fuck? And it's because of she didn't fuck with another little nigga, and now it's on. You see what I'm saying? A
Right.
lot of the
Right.
fights, or you go to the set and you go in the set because normally we outside because we like fuck
Right.
going in the
Right.
party.
Right.
Boy, you go in
You
the
go in
party, boy,
there
you
and you
see her.
catch your girl up on the nigga.
Yeah, she getting bent over, breaking her back, bro. And that's why the shit used to go up back in the day. And motherfuckers be getting twisted like it was some gang banging shit. No, it wasn't. It was some over female shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
So do you agree or
Ooh-wee.
not?
You say what?
I say, do you agree or not?
Yeah, I agree.
A
Okay,
lot of
because you
broken
probably was in
hearts,
the
man.
middle of a lot of that
Nah,
shit.
I ain't have to go through that because back then I ain't had no man, so I ain't have to go through none of that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
like, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, I feel you. But you didn't sink your home girls now,
get socked
you
up
know.
and do all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm telling you, a two piece with a fry.
A lot of broken hearts, man. I mean,
Yeah,
going on in the hood. A lot of broken hearts.
yeah,
The
yeah.
hardest nigga get
Hey,
his heart broken.
man. And you know what
Ooh.
probably changed it was motherfuckers started getting money, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't saying no names, and don't. Hopefully, if people watching, they don't take this the wrong way. A lot of motherfuckers that weren't having girlfriend, they started getting girlfriend because they was getting money.
That's right.
You see what I'm
That's I'm
saying? And they
telling
would.
you. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it went from your heart being broken to what you got, nigga. What you got?
Mm-hmm.
He got some money. Back then, a female fuck with you if your shoes was, running over a little bit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you was a real motherfucker to them. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
Just imagine going from that, when motherfucker like your personality, oh, he wow, I like him, to motherfucker gotta have a motherfucking car. And motherfuckers still in
Yep.
their teenage age. So the game changed real quick. Like the love shit, like went out the window. Then babies started being popped out.
Yep.
So the game changed, but in our generation and the generation before us, oh, it was some love shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was puppy love, but it was
Yeah.
some love shit.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know that because everybody back then had a Nissan Maxima. Everybody, you saw everybody had a Nissan Maxima. That was a car.
Damn,
That
damn.
was a car. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Right.
But what we about to do is let's get into the this not I'm thinking about Jesus Hustlers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
Now we can go up
she
top.
never yeah, she never did going up top.
Let's go up top.
Okay, Carl, we're gonna do this segment called Going Up Top. We're gonna shoot you two things and you gotta pick one that you like.
Okay.
So we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start off like we always do. The big store or the chicken farm?
Chicken farm.
That's what's up.
But you said the block one. You want too close to the you was close to the big store, right?
It don't matter, boo. I can walk straight down that road, that back road, the block 32 to get on right there to the chicken farm.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Howard and Son.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's old school there. That's
Yeah.
old school there. I ain't heard that name in a minute. On the real.
Um, let's see. I know you have friends at both Carver and Aldred. Which one was the which one was like the best? Your best friends was from Carver or Aldred?
Carver.
You're gonna make a lot of Aldred people upset, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
Ali, you,
Right.
you started off in Aldred.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. Look, I went to Aldridge.
For a
That's when they put
minute.
me in the bad. Yeah, they put me in the bad boy class up in that motherfucker. But Aldridge was a small ass school, bro. It was so small, bro. We used to eat lunch in the motherfucking classroom.
Damn.
We had no lunchroom. Hey, bro. They bringing crates to the classroom. You know what I'm saying? Like it was terrible up there, bro. Like it
Yeah,
was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
because I used to crack on my cousin Raymond like y'all eating them goddamn chokies.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Call them chokies.
Hey, we
Uh,
got Bonnie just came in. She said, "What up, Carmen, big cuz?"
Tell I said, hey.
let's go with
She said, "What's up?"
we always do this with Mr. Ike's or Noonie Ward
Ike.
restaurant. Who? It was only one person that said that was Monty. Okay, that was Monty. That was Monty G
Yeah,
said no,
uh,
Noonie. So
uh,
Harold's Chicken or Sharks.
Hurls fell off, so I'm going with Sharks because I'm out here, so I'm going with Sharks. So because Hurls fell off, unless you go to Dyer,
okay.
But okay, what was the Harold's Chicken that accident you used to go to though?
127 at Halsted.
Everybody say that that's the
Uh,
spot.
yeah,
But I heard they still stay. I
yeah.
heard they still the same though. I heard it's still good over there. I haven't been there in a while though.
Okay,
I got
okay.
one for you. I got one for you. Nikki's or Dillinger. Dillinger on 127
I
and
know
Nikki's in
Dillinger.
Dalton. I mean
I know.
Calumet City.
Hmm.
You went with Dillinger. You went with
Yeah, I
Dillinger.
said Dillinger.
Oh,
What is
okay.
it? I never
That
been there.
yeah, it's on 127, bro.
Yep, it's in Cal Park.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay, got you.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Got you.
And I say before we get back into the up top, bro. Look, BB say, they stolen cars where we rode in. So that's why I say, like the females that we grew up with, they was, everybody's life is different now. We transform, we better where we at.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just the guys that was on bullshit when we was growing up. The females weren't just innocent standbyers. You know what I'm saying? Like they participated in a lot of shit. And the beautiful thing about a lot of us survived that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Men and women. So
Yeah.
go ahead, Sid. If you want to elaborate on that, Carmen, you can.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. You got
Okay.
you got one more, Sid?
Yeah, I got a few more. I mean, we just started this thing.
Good.
Let's do. I'm gonna flip this one. Evergreen Plaza or Rosen Stores.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Roseland. They ain't started really going to the 95th into Block 7. That's the only time they went to the plaza. Other than that, it was Roseland. They better stop it.
Mm,
You and B Fashion and Tom and Gals.
yeah. Yeah.
Everybody got y'all little fly girl, y'all Pippins Playboy shirts.
From
Yeah, Steve
Jonathan
Fashion.
Fashion.
And Steve Fashion.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Because we're using. Okay, now I'm gonna flip this one then. because we usually do Rose and Store against Jewtown, but now let's do Jewtown or River Oaks Mall.
River Oaks.
River Oaks. Gotcha. I ain't gonna
Okay,
need do.
let me.
I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do the other one because because everybody say Screaming Wills. I mean, why do people didn't go to Glenwood skating? Everybody, what was different than Screaming Will and Glenwood? What was the difference?
I don't think we knew about that then, and if we did, they wasn't going there.
Gotcha.
Nah, you know what it was, bro? Because
The loop
the
on
older people,
95th. That's where they was going, probably.
no, they was going. We was going to the loop, but it was transportation, bro. Like
Okay.
Mhm.
we go to Screaming Wheels because motherfuckers get buses.
Right, right,
Motherfuckers wasn't
right,
getting buses to Glenwood, you know what I'm
right,
saying,
right,
and shit
right,
like
right.
that. It was
Yep.
proximity. The older motherfuckers that had cars, they was going out there. That was their
Right,
spot. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
And
Wait.
so
Now that
it
I'm
was
old,
proximity.
no, now that I'm older, where the hell was Screaming Wills at?
And Gary.
In Gary, they say in Miller. That's what they say now, Miller. But it was in Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
But if you Google it, it's coming up Miller.
Gotcha.
Right.
Because I used to, I mean, Screaming Wills, I never, because it was always dark, so I never knew, you know what I'm
Where it was
saying?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I wonder
Carmen, let
what,
me ask you this one here then. Orange Jubilee or Seagram Gin
I guess I say Sequence Gin.
back in the day, right?
Yeah. But I tell you too, some white port and some lemonade, both
Yeah. Okay. That yeah. Put that in there
shake and bake.
because so that so that was a drink back then, right?
Uh huh.
For
Or
young
we'll drink the
motherfuckers,
wild
right?
Irish rose too.
Yeah, definitely that. Definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
It was herbal, but it'll get the job done. Cause you know back then, I know you said the shake and bake because that's what it came with. But other drinks, it wasn't no mixing and all that shit and add ice. It was motherfucking passing the bottle
Sure
and
was. But you
everybody
see
making the
too,
face.
not to cut you off,
Uh,
you see too,
go ahead,
our drinks was cheap. You see how they got to pay for this high stuff?
man. Look, it
Less
was
than
one
$5
fifty.
and we tore up.
It was 150 for a pint of motherfucking Mad Dog.
Yep.
150. If you ain't had 150 when it came to Friday, you fucked up, though. Like you could
yeah.
you can empty about 5 people garbage to get that type of shit.
Yep.
BB said, what is it? White boy lemonade and
White boy.
Rose and Night Train. Rose and Night
Uh-huh.
Train.
Uh-huh.
She
Uh,
got Orange Jubilee. She said we used to
Uh,
drink that, not the Seagram gin and Cisco.
uh-huh.
Sex
Banana
on the beach.
bread with the lemonade.
She got sex on the beach. Y'all do some shit. I ain't no drinker, so I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I got
Um,
one more, bro, before you say one.
Go ahead.
Cause we gotta keep it on some young people shit. Some five bow or some sex.
So what?
Five bow or sex. Sesame. Remember back then you'd be like,
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
give me
some
some five
sesame.
bow.
Some sesame.
Right. If you can get it, right. Or some
Yeah.
red bud.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
the red bud?
Yeah, Mr. Scooter with them big $20 dumb bags.
Uh, uh, no doubt about that. Go ahead, sir. My bad.
No. You good? You good? I'm just trying to look through the. April said 6 bag of weed from Block 8.
Hmm.
uh, let's see. Okay, what was it? What was the what was the cleanest block other than your own block? What was the cleanest block to you in the gardens?
Block 8.
Block eight. Block eight. Okay, block eight. I had to
Yeah.
look at you. Block
Uh,
eight. What was the
uh,
dirtiest block besides your block?
Oh, shit. Dirty block. I guess 15 should.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
They was
I
back. Hey, they was back there with alligators and possums and all type of shit back there. They was back there with bears. All they had
yeah.
That
deers. Like,
grass used to
hey,
just be so wild back there.
uh, that was a hard ass block back there. They ain't had shit but one alley going straight through. Boo. All the
Mm-hmm.
other way to get in 15, like it was the back road. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that was a hard ass block back there. It was some real cats came out of that block too. Shout
Which
out to Mooney. You know what I'm saying? May he rest in peace.
uh,
Yeah.
which block was talked about the least out of all the blocks? Which one was talked about the least? Like nobody really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But you know it was there.
16 probably.
I, I had to every time I do that question, I had to mark it down. And 16 always reigns supreme
Yeah.
because it's like nobody
And
stayed there.
hey, matter of fact, you got BB say, from Joe Bowman, he had that five sets from out of him and his brother Monty
Right.
doing some real cats back then. I ain't gonna lie, them brothers ain't around it, so it ain't. I used to cop because I was in '86, and motherfuckers that been around me know they could testify to this shit. I used to about raw cocaine from Monty and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I used to sell pony packs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this before motherfucker was Mac and Ball. They used to call it Primos and
Yeah.
3750s and shit like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I used to cop from bro. Matter of fact, I ain't used to do it. My brother used to cop for me. You know what I'm saying? And I get my little Social Security check because my pops died, and man, I used to utilize that shit. Fuck going about some joys. I don't want no motherfucking joy. I want some weed and some hustle money. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it was back then. But yeah, shout out or rest in peace to them brothers.
I don't know. April and BB. April put 17 and BB put 5. I don't know if you're talking about the dirtiest block
No, they
or
saying the cleanest block for 17.
I, I don't know. I don't know what this. But then they came back and
Uh,
said 12 and 1. Maybe 12 and I think 12
was
is
the
one of the
dirtiest
ones.
block. Was the
No,
dirtiest block. That's what they saying.
I think they
12
got
and 1 was
the least talked
12
about.
and 1 was the dirtiest block.
Now, one wasn't no dirty block, bro.
Y'all wasn't throwing y'all garbage out the door.
Who?
Putting y'all pipes, putting the wash machine pipes out the window.
Oh, nah, baby. I was winning the sink, boo.
So y'all want emptying the garbage on the side of the at the end of the
No,
road
we was
instead of
taking
putting it in the
ours right
garbage.
to the dumpster, right out in the parking lot, right there, boo.
Hey,
Taking y'all
hey,
grease
let
to the
me tell a little
sewage,
story, bro.
taking y'all grease
Hey,
to the sewage.
That's right.
I
That's
look,
right. Pouring it down there, sure was. I was.
I, hey, boy, I ain't gonna lie. In 17, bro, look, I used to go like to every motherfucker on the block empty their garbage and shit for I don't know, it was like quarter and shit, cheap shit. But the garbage cans used to be in between 5 and 17.
Yeah.
Boy, I ain't even go all. Boy, soon as I get that garbage on the end of the road, boy, I throw that shit right there, bro. Look, them people, hey, bro, look, them people used to come out like, man, why you ain't empty? You can't never do my garbage on one. Go ahead on, man. I got these motherfuckers. I didn't add, all the quarters add up. It's a gang of garbage at the end of the road. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm cool. Just don't tell my OG. I'm good. And I'm
Right.
gonna lie, like that ain't your garbage. How you know it's your garbage?
Uh,
Fucked up
April,
back there.
April had said. April said we had the block 1 cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Tell her that's right with Miss Georgia.
Da, 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 da. Let me go with the most. Uh, who had what block was the baddest? Like you ain't want to go over there. Like I ain't going over there. Them motherfuckers over there wild as hell.
Yeah, what block 9, but I still went.
Mhm.
Like that. I think that was. I think a few people said 9. A few. There's a lot of people. Majority of people said 9 as well though.
Hmm.
The biggest family in the gods. Like what family was like biggest family out there that you could name? Like, could you name the biggest family? Could you name 3?
The
Well, I know it's
Bills,
probably a lot. Huh?
the Bills,
They reign supreme all the time. They reign supreme all the time.
Mary Lou, them, the Lewises,
Yeah, out of Block 7.
the
Spank them
chick
people.
those out of 4.
Yep.
Wait, Mary Lou, they had a big family?
Yeah,
Hell
they had
yeah.
that
They
double
had
crib
2
in Block
houses.
7. You forget
They had 2.
they had 2
Yeah.
cribs.
Yep.
I'm thinking about
That was
Spank
that's
now.
no, but that's his uncle and his grandmother in them house.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's his grandmother in them house with Ty, um, all his uncles, his aunties. They grew up out there.
Okay. Gotcha. Who's the funniest person out there in the hood that you know, other than your family?
Mm,
Squirky funny.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Go ahead,
And
Al.
you got to throw in, you got to throw in Naughty though.
Yeah, if you don't, he'll get in his feelings.
Now, I Naughty not the case, man. Matter of fact, guess who else? Your cousin Gary, bro.
Yeah, but he definitely get in his feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, good that.
But they know how the case though.
Yeah.
I just didn't like motherfucker the case.
Mm-hmm.
I
Uh,
ain't like that shit.
we already witnessed that. What she
'Cause I
just
ain't,
y'all kicked off early in the show.
right. But let me
I,
ask you this then:
go ahead.
the children building after school or the Catholic after school, where you used to go chill at?
Who you asking me?
Yeah, definitely
The
you.
Yeah,
children building.
Right. So did you ever used to go up to the Catholic for their little after school programs and shit?
Mm-mm.
So what it was like going up to the children building then?
Oh,
Talk
cause
about that.
you know at the children building you could play the games. I used to play ping pong and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Ping pong. That's what we used to go up there and play ping pong a lot up there.
Yeah.
Who is that?
They helped me with my eye coordinated playing baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You went to work already, little girl?
We can hit with a few more, then we go wrap it up. Al, you got any more?
Okay, bet. Yeah, let me see. Let's talk about some music. We're gonna go back to '86. Shirley Murdoch or Lisa Lisa. All cried out or Shirley
I'm all
Murdoch
cried out.
Murdoch joint. All cried out. That was over Shirley Murdoch joint.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
But
I
girls,
know
girls,
my music. If I don't know nothing else, baby, I know my music.
yeah,
No, I ain't. No, I go with it, but I ain't gonna lie. That was a cut where motherfucker used to slow dance to, and Bobo he stopped the mixing shit and put that on, or Mooney the same way. All of them used to do it.
Right.
And you get your little grind on and shit. But yeah, yeah, I
because there was
could
a lot
go
of
with
broken
that.
hearts. That song was a lot of broken hearts. I'm all cried out.
Yeah,
There was a lot of broken hearts
yeah,
in the gods.
yeah. That's them week. Hey, that's them 1 week relationships.
Right.
Mm.
We all cried out in 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week. Everybody used to break up and make up out there, bro. Like When motherfucker break up, that was your opportunity to try to kick it. Cause hey, the whole hood gonna know that I woo woo just quit woo woo. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
motherfuckers start going in them blocks, just hanging in the block. We
Yeah.
might be deep as hell. Like wait, wait till she come outside. That's what I told you. That's what a lot of the fights was about, bro.
Go get up my number. Get up my number. Give him my number. Give him my
Well,
number.
hey, a lot of us, hey, a lot of us in house phones, bro. Like it was sneaking on the motherfucking porch and shit, and worry about the daddy tripping and shit. You had to bring another girl on the porch so it could make it look like
Y'all not.
she talking to the girl. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because daddies back then was different. Now
Yeah.
they would literally found your ass.
Let's
Them
go.
was real men then. That's
Yeah.
all. The
Goddamn right.
ones right now, they ain't doing it like back then, boo. Oh
I
baby,
am.
it wasn't never no plan. Come up on my porch if you want to. He gonna pull it out.
You ain't lying.
Shit, he
You
gonna
ain't
pull it
lying.
out. You gonna see that?
BB
Yeah, you
BB
ain't
said
lying.
as we lay Shorty Murdoch. Shorty
Yeah,
Murdoch.
Shit, oh
that's what I
no,
thought.
no.
What's up, Joe? Joe Rock in the building.
Matter of
Oh
fact,
shit, we got Joe Rock in the house.
Yeah.
hey, Carmen, guess what? Cause I don't mean,
What up?
I gotta plug this next week. We got the whole crew. Well, not the whole crew. We got a good portion of the crew, Pimpers, Playboys. We having a round table reunion next week. Matter of fact, yeah, this Wednesday. We got
Okay,
Joe Rock, we got Elgin, we got Ethy Boo. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have Fred might call in. You know what I'm saying? We got an
okay,
all-star crew of some the realest motherfuckers that ever walked the streets of Alldale God, and we named ourselves Pimpers Playboy.
okay.
Yeah.
Joe
So
Rock.
shout out to Joe Rock, bro. That was the homie.
Yeah.
And we gonna let y'all know how we was a lot of motherfucker members or representatives in our clique, and out of maybe 20 people, we had individual cliques. If you understand what I'm saying, like me, Sino, Fred, Pharrell, Spank, we was homies. Then we had the bullshitter clique. You know what I'm saying? So it break down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To
Okay.
even all of us was together. Those motherfuckers that when we smoke weed, a lot of people in our clique didn't smoke weed, and they ain't like to be around. And I ain't like to be around motherfuckers that wasn't high. So we'll have our own little cliques. That,
Okay.
we went that way. But we definitely having the show next week. I just want to plug that.
Okay. Okay.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Isley Brothers.
Isley.
Hmm. Let me hit with this one. Teddy Pendergraph, R. Kelly.
Teddy.
I like you. I like you. I like your train of thought there.
Yeah. You see, and one more time, Mom, BB trying to gang bang. Talking about it was choosies and what I'm talking about. I to this day I can't listen to that song, bro.
She was a
Promise
lover.
you. Not that I'm still gang banging, but I
You
can
still
never
thinking
listen.
about when they was playing it back in the day?
Yeah, I was like, damn, these motherfuckers got a whole song. We don't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
these
then
motherfuckers got a
Roy
whole
kind of made
song.
us a little rhyme up.
Yeah. Well, you want to say it?
No, you want me to say it?
Hell yeah.
We was the fly girls and we on the set. We're the best lady club that you have met. We sexy, beautiful, and we're fine. We'll take choosy lovers and blow they mind.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Man, that was whack as hell. All right.
Damn, you
Whack as
mad.
hell. Yeah.
Because I said choosy, you mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, 40 years later, she's
No,
still going
this
around.
all in
That's what's
fun.
up.
This all in fun, but I ain't tripping off that shit no more.
Right, right, I know.
Yeah.
Oh
But
boy.
we was straight up pimpers though. You know.
Let's go. OJ's versus Whispers.
Whispers.
Woo. Ooh. Al, who you got on that one?
OJ. OJ. Hey, cause you know that song "Loving You." Actually, that song came out in like the end of '86, in the summer of '87.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dope ass song, "Loving You." I had that motherfucker recorded 3 times on one motherfucking cassette.
Hey.
I kept recording that motherfucker. Like that
Yeah,
was dope as hell, bro. Like,
I like. Oh,
cause
I like the whispers, but I go OJ. OJ is that living for the weekend. That was my shit.
yeah.
When I party hardy now.
Yeah, BB back at it with we are the fly girls. Okay, she's singing a song too.
It's all good, man. Y'all had a great union. You know what I'm saying? Fly girls. You know what I'm saying? And choosy lovers. You know what I'm saying? You know it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
But
let's
that's what
go.
BB said. So you know we give y'all that. Yeah.
We're gonna do three more, then we're gonna wrap it up with the finale one. Luther Vandross, Freddie Jackson.
I'm going with Freddie, baby.
Woo,
Mm.
woo, wow. Okay.
Okay, let me ask you this: Levi's or Jordache or
I will say
Lee's?
Jordache, bro.
Uh, uh,
I remember. I can't even remember they symbol, the logo.
huh?
I can't even remember the logo. Jordan. I can't even remember
But
Jordan.
Jordan. Uh,
Remember
Yeah.
the Sassoons?
yeah.
Uh,
Uh.
yeah. Okay. Uh, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin.
Hey, BB on bullshit, but hey,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
go with Aretha.
Aretha.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Jackson, Prince.
I'm going with Michael, baby.
Okay. Block 17 or any other block.
He making up shit.
Block 17.
That's what's up. Right. That I ain't gonna lie. You know it. Like that's the dopest block in all Gil God. Even though it's the biggest block, but yeah, you right. I gotta go with you on that one. 17 was the shit.
Yeah, because y'all had the big pool, remembering all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the fly niggas, you know, fly foot female. Yeah, it was dope over there. I gotta admit it. No, I gotta go with you on that. I'm rocking with you definitely on that one.
And Carmen, this is the last one right here for the going up top. This is the ultimate one. Big Nasty, TMC.
I'm going to say Big Nasty.
Oof. And that sums it up going up top. That sums it up going up top.
Yeah, I
So
mean, hey,
I mean, because
but
I listened to that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I didn't really listen
uh,
to TMC's rap. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I'm not really a
right,
rap person anyway. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But I did like, Big Nasty beat. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? That come around here, you be sucking something. You see what I'm saying? That's what I
yeah,
liked it.
yeah. I mean, I ain't
right.
knock it. That's cool. I mean, I ain't said nothing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hey, and TMC and bro, you know what I'm saying? Nasty dope. You know what I'm saying? That's why we keep pushing their name out there. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know what I'm saying? We'll
Okay.
have TMC on the show. You know what I'm saying? And you know he can share his experience. You know what I'm saying? Because he went to Aldridge too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of real
Right.
niggas went to Aldridge. You know,
Right.
everybody just didn't go to up the Carbon and shit.
We know who went to COP. I mean, I know,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
yeah, yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
went to
yeah.
Aldrich. Y'all went to Aldrich.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was rough
Y'all
up
ate
there. See,
cold
y'all,
lunches. Y'all ate cold lunches.
right.
yeah. See, we had it hard.
Period.
Y'all was up there. Y'all was up there getting three good
Hot
meals.
lunches, hot lunches, hot
Yeah,
lunches.
And y'all had lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had it all. Like it is what
Yes,
it is.
we was even having butter cookies. Remember they was 10
Right.
cents.
Right.
Yeah, and I used to come through the side door. Me and a few homies. They used to have a patrol boy. He was from on our block. I ain't gonna say his name, but he used to be patrol boy on the side of Carver Middle, facing the
Mhm.
Mm.
park. We used to come through like, bro, move around, bro, and go in the basement and steal all the not all of them, but still a handful of cookies and milk. You know what I'm saying? He tricked on us one day, bro, and he from out of 17 out the block, bro. But yeah, Carver Middle, I like Carver Middle, man. They had good food up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what it is.
But that was it. That was it for the up going up top.
Hmm. So, Carmen, we greatly, greatly appreciate you coming on the show,
Anytime.
kicking it
Anytime.
with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sharing your experience. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the hood, we definitely gonna have you back because what we want to do is that we gonna have all of the realest niggas. You know what I'm saying? From Pimpers, Playboys on the show. We want to
Mm-hmm.
have a few of y'all that was, you know what I'm saying, fly girls, you know what I'm saying, and y'all get on the show and y'all kick y'all shit and tell y'all experience from that point of view.
Okay,
But
okay. So
the only
how
caveat
many
is
you can have though?
shit.
I'm not sure. I know for sure.
I just asked BB then. Cause everybody else they don't have problems.
You probably could do three
Yeah,
like we
but
did
on
last
the
week. We did six last week,
five,
wasn't it? Five.
yeah, with
Five.
5 or 6,
We probably
Okay,
could squeeze in
okay,
six. And
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But we only ask, well, I only ask one thing. It's only one caveat. Y'all can't talk about no choosy lover shit.
Okay.
unless
Oh
we
my
get
No, I'm
goodness.
joking. No, I'm joking. No, no. Shout out. Hey, look, a lot of the guys, man. We had matter of fact, our first show was with Vic. You know what I'm saying? So we fuck with all the homies that grew up in
Right,
the
right,
hood, bro. It
right,
ain't.
right.
I'm just right. I'm just making jokes about the shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know,
So,
I know.
but we do want to get y'all on the show. You know what I'm saying? And y'all sit and y'all kick it and let the motherfucking world know how to one of the dopest female clicks. You know what I'm saying? That ever come up out of the garden, man. We want to hear that story.
BB says she says she yeah, so she down with it. Just get one more
Yeah,
fly girl and y'all good.
right. And there was a lot of y'all.
I
So
know it was, wasn't it? It sure was, wasn't it? Sure was.
yeah. So y'all, matter of fact, you and BB, y'all can put it together. Who y'all want to come on the show with, and then we'll make it happen.
Okay, okay.
So
But one more thing said, bro. This week we got Pimpers. The following week we trying to put it together so Naughty come on the show. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? And Naughty definitely got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be a dope show. But he can hit us with the pimp boy perspective.
Right, right. Exactly, exactly. Okay, okay.
All right. Yep.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be dope. Hopefully you good. You know what I'm saying? We'll discuss it though. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Go ahead and keep
right,
that
right,
up.
right, 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 right.
So this show after dark show wrap it up though.
Man, bro, like I say, man, I appreciate Carmen coming on the show. Definitely appreciate you said, you know what I'm saying, to help me navigate through this show, man. It's really an honor and a blessing, man, to have you on the show and you not freezing up and and being dope, you know what I'm saying, the type of person that you is. But we gonna sign off, and until we put it together with you and the Fly Girls, salute to you, sister.
Yes,
Salute to
sir.
you guys. Thanks for having me on y'all show. Have a good
All right.
night.
All right, you too, Carmen. Love
Peace.
you, Carmen.
Peace. Love you too.